Welcome everybody to Jack Does Horror. I'm Jack, and on today's very merry episode, we're going to make sure all you horrorholics out there have a good Christmas, because we're going to help you do so. Now, with all that being said, if you guys could be the gift that keeps on giving for us, well, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and also if you give this video a thumbs up, it all helps support the channel. Now, on to making sure your Christmas is a very, very good Christmas. Now, for the first horror movie recommendations, we're going to go with the Die Hard rule. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and it's a incognito Christmas movie. So, here's a couple for you guys. One, something you can watch with everybody. I'm talking about Jaws 4. Why? Because you don't need to pay attention to all that pesky dialogue and storyline. This movie is all about a giant great white shark that's seeking revenge on the Brody family. Just so happens it's during Christmas, and it just so happens that this movie will give you something other than a roaring shark and a cool single-manned submarine. It also shows you that you don't need snow to have a white Christmas, because those white sand beaches is really what I would be going for if I had the money, or yes, a degree to do ocean life stuff. Yeah, that's ocean life stuff. I think I'm leaving it. Okay, so now if you want something that's actually scary, that's set during the holidays, look no further than The Conjuring 2. Look, the Conjuring universe is really scary, and the fact that they decided to put this movie right during the holidays makes you feel like, wow, this really could happen to anybody at any time. And man, what a bastard the paranormal is to be taking people and scaring them and haunting them and trying to do all the things that the paranormal entities do in the Conjuring universe during Christmas. So, if there's any lesson I learned from this movie is, one, it's really scary, and two, apparently entities are dicks because they can't even take a break during Xmas. Now, these are a couple horror movies that are doing the Die Hard thing, the Die Hard rule. And I got to thinking about it, and Christmas movies always kind of had a horror feel. I mean, follow me here. For example, you got It's a Wonderful Life. A guy gets to die and basically see what the world would be like without him, which, to be perfectly frank, looked pretty fun, but he gets to walk around and nobody knows he's there. It sounds like a horror movie. What about Christmas Carol? Get visited by 3 ghosts in the middle of the night? Enough said. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This one, I mean, besides the I always mess this word, the abdominal region. Yeah, besides the Yeti that Rudolph faces, do you ever notice that the only reason that he's useful and people want him around is because then they can utilize and capitalize off his mutation? The red nose. Pretty horrific to me. Now, those movies, as far as I'm concerned, should be in your Christmas collection anyway, unless you really don't like Christmas. And yes, the horror movie recommendations being Jaws 4 and The Conjuring 2 for the Die Hard rule. But what about a movie recommendation on a possible hidden gem that you guys haven't seen? My horror movie recommendation is going to be Red Christmas, starring Dee Wallace. This movie... Here's the thing about holidays, man. Holiday movies is it's gotta have a fun feel. And yes, even though the subject matter was about abortions and what happens if abortion goes wrong, it's still a fun movie. It's still there's look, over the top kills. It had a whole Christmas feel. It had likable characters. what more would you want in a holiday movie? Now, would I consider this a holiday classic? No. Would I consider it a fun horror B movie that everybody should watch this season? No, not everybody. But if you are a horror fan, then yes, you should be watching Red Christmas. Check it out. Awesome movie. So, some of you guys are horror buff and aficionados out there might be asking yourself, is horror movies really for the holidays? Is that really what we want for Christmas? Let me ask you this, everyone. What about how everybody is comforting their children with knowing that there's somebody who is constantly watching them, who is judging them on their every fault and mistake and could possibly ruin a whole day of the year for them? And on top of that, this gentleman can get into your house without you knowing, without permission. And you're not scared of him. Matter of fact, you invite the idea, and you even give the guy milk and cookies. All I'm saying is, if that doesn't sound like horror, well, I don't know what to tell you. Anywho, that's it for this episode. Hey, if you guys haven't already, could you please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you get notified anytime we make new content and upload it. Also, if you could leave a comment on what's your favorite Christmas movie, we'd like to know. Now, with all that being said, I'm Jack. This is Jack Does Horror, and here at Jack Does, we all hope and wish you a safe and happy holidays. I did it! I did it!
I know what a TV dinner feels like.